it has been a right decision. And our membership in NATO paved the way for Turkey to go into many other European organizations, obviously except European Union at this moment, but that is also an aim of Turkey. One of the critical objects of Turkish foreign policy is to get the European Union full membership. And by the way, the Turkish experience with the European Union is as old as me personally, because it was in 1963 that Turkey applied with Ankara Agreement as applied to the membership of European Union. So it is long time that has passed, but this long time was not as active as the last 10 years that we have been pushing really. Before it was more relaxed, and Turkey was a candidate but didn't push the candidacy for a long period of time. And I have not forgotten one important reference that you have made to Cyprus, which explains the reason why Turkey was it took so long for Turkey to become a European Union member. The controversy over Cyprus actually dragged Turkey back from diplomatic advances for a long time. And it was only possible for Turkey to get out of the impasse in 2004, when there was a deal by the United Nations Secretary General Kofi Annan about the solution of Cyprus problem. That deal was a result of long discussions, and the Turkish side said yes to it in a referendum, in two referendums that have been held in both sides of Cyprus, in the Greek side and in the Turkish side. The plan was rejected by the Greek Cypriot side, and that's why the Turkish and Greek Cypriots are still separated, and they couldn't unite their country and enter the European Union as a united republic, which was the deal. And the Greek Cypriot side is now inside the European Union as a member, representing in their claim the whole island, but there is no Turkish component that they can represent because the Turkish side is still isolated. And this deal was broken by the rejection of the Annan Plan, but at the same time, the rejection of Annan Plan by the Greek Cypriot side opened the way for Turkey, and today no one is blaming Turkey for the Cyprus solution, Cyprus problem not being solved yet, and that's why we are also successfully serving in the United Nations Security Council for the last 2 years. Even that was being affected by the Cyprus problem, because we were under scrutiny. We were asked by the Security Council of the United Nations to take the Turkish presence in the island, Turkish military presence, back to Turkey, which was not done by Turkey because of obvious reasons. We will do this only after a solution that would be acceptable to Turkish Cypriots and the Greek Cypriots. So
Fair
this
enough.
is in short.
I see you all the time in the Security Council, so I have one more question, and it's a foreign policy question, before we open it to the floor for questions from the floor. And you have taken a number of very important initiatives in foreign policy. Turkey is not a passive country. It's an active country because it has taken active initiatives. You took an initiative first in the Israel-Palestine case.
Yes.
And in fact, you were the only Muslim country which was really close to Israel. You had privileged relations with Israel. And because of that, everybody was using you to get an entry into the Israeli decision-making system. But then, of recent, matters have cooled. And they have cooled because of the flotilla problem and the fact that 7 Turkish citizens lost their lives in that incident. So that is one major initiative that you took. And I will ask you, what do you think is the future of that? But the second initiative you took was in the case of Iran, which was being isolated by everybody. And you, along with Brazil, came forward and tried to de-block the Iranian problem. And there also, despite the active role that you played, it stopped and foundered and has gone dead. So the two initiatives that you took, very strong, very courageous, should have gone forward, but both of them have foundered. Why? And what have you learned from that?
Okay, so indeed, these two issues have been in the agenda recently very actively. The flotilla case, the flotilla incident, as it is called, the attack of the Israeli military forces to a convoy of ships carrying humanitarian aid to Gaza. This case is only a result of some previous problems. Turkey was moderating between Israel and Syria for a long time, and we were almost ready to turn indirect talks that we were managing between them in Istanbul through proximities. We were inviting the Israeli delegation, we were inviting the Syrian delegation close to each other in separate hotels in Istanbul, and we were crisscrossing between them, and we were trying to find out a common ground, and we were very close to it when Israel started the operation against Gaza in 2008, 2007, the last days of 2007. And this was a surprise for us. And this surprise effect can also explain some of the disappointment that Turkey and our leaders felt. And this can be seen in some public events, like one happened in Davos, Turkish Prime Minister and the Israeli President arguing angrily on this. So the Turkish-Israeli relations, I'm not using the past tense, are very well developed, and they are very good. At this moment, we are going through a troubled era, but we are trying to get over with it, and we are trying to repair our relations. And as you said, the latest case was the flotilla attack, and that caused 9 Turkish citizens to lose their life, and this came over on Turkish-Israeli relations like a bomb, and we are still having the difficulties regarding that. But there might be some ways out. There is a panel established by the Secretary General with the participation of Turkey and Israel, and our mission here in New York, together with the Israeli mission, worked hard to get this panel start and hopefully work the issue and come up with some conclusions. And if those conclusions would be as we are expected, then it may provide an opportunity for Turkey and Israel to repair the broken relationship. In today's world, of course, the relations have many facets. There are some uh,